أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, course 2, page 1, pointer A. We are starting the course today. Today is 5th April, and the class is twice in a week on every Saturday and Sunday. And course will end inshallah on 16th June. And the mid quiz is at 10 May and the final quiz on 23rd June. The timing of the class is 2 to 3 p.m. as this is the 2 p.m. in Pakistan. This is a detailed program of the course. You can see today we are starting at this 5th April, and on 13th May we will have the quiz orientation and revision. On 19th May we will have the mid quiz. The last class will be on 16th June, but we will have the revision on 17th June, and on the 23rd June you will have the final quiz. The batch, as you can see, your batch number is 237, and you have to get the register through this flap. The books which are required in this, we have got the two books. One is the text, other is the workbook. We have shared the soft copy in the group. If you can get them print good and well, if you have any issue regarding the printing or the affordability, then kindly keep the soft, the simple paper or a notebook and solve the workbook in that with your handwriting, question and answer of each lesson. And at the end, you can compile those lessons and can send us as a PDF. The أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. There is a hadith. خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلم. The best of you is the one who learns the Quran and teaches it. So this is the best work or the job or the teaching that learn the Quran and teach it. Introducing this course, starting this after the course 1, Understand Al-Quran and the Sallah, the easy way 50% Quranic words which you did. This is the second course following the first one. The objectives of this course are study first 5 pages of the Quran and learn 80% words of the Quran by the end of this course. From the 6th page when you will start, you will left only 2 words in each line. The third object is learn the pointers and the phrases for easy learning of the vocabulary. And the fourth object is learn how to apply the Al-Quran to our life. And fifth, learn weak words that occur once in every line of the Quran. And the sixth, but not the last and the least, learn hundreds of the Quranic related spoken Arabic sentences for effective learning. Can you see these 5 pages? These are the first 5 pages of the Mus'haf. On the first page, we have joined the Surah Al-Fatiha with the first part of the Surah Al-Baqarah to make them equivalent. Approach is the same as in QC1, Understand Al-Quran Sallah. In first part, we will study the 5 pages of the Quran, inshallah, in 20 lessons, and each lesson has the 4 lessons per page. The second part will be grammar. With each of these Quran lessons, we have the grammar lessons. The Quran's miracle is that it's easy. Course 1 on Salah gives us the 50% verse. But here is another miracle. Surah Al-Baqarah does not have that many new words. Therefore, in this surah, you already know 6 out of 9 words per line. Look, this page, you can see this green. They all are learned. You know them. Mean after this course, just 5 pages, only 2 words will be left in each line. You can see this green, they are the words which will be left after doing this course. The rest, the black words, they all you will be learned in this course. So 2 challenges for understanding Al-Quran are, one is the vocabulary. We will use the pointers and the phrases to overcome this. And secondly, the grammar. For the grammar, we will use TPI and the spoken Arabic as we were doing in the QC1 course. Let's talk of the pointers now. Al-Quran consists of 30 juz. Each juz in the most commonly printed Mus'haf has 20 pages. A juz or para is divided into 4 parts. Each quarter has 5 pages. Look that this is a one juz. You can see the first 5 pages, then 5 pages, then first, the third, and the fourth. The whole juz can be divided in 4 parts. In this course, QC2, we will study the 1 to 37 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah in the 5 pages. The next 5 pages we will study in QC3, comprising 38 to 76, mean 39 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages we will study in QC4, starting 77 up to 105, mean the 29 ayahs. And the last 5 pages of the first juz we will study in QC5. And these 5 pages will having 36 ayahs, starting from 106 up to 141. Thus, in the first juz, there are 141 ayahs. Today we are starting this, and in QC5 you will complete these 141 ayahs of the first juz. Of course, the Surah Al-Baqarah. The 5 pages which we will learn, we will keep them numbering from 1 to 5, and we will place them on our right hand. We have got 5 fingers. You can see the first page is on the thumb, and the 5th page is on the little finger of the right hand. So we can have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of the first juz, which we'll study in. And then you can see that each page is divided in 4 different colors. The pink color, the yellow color, the green color, and the blue color. And we will name them. We will say the first pointer, just like praise for Allah. Second pointer, dua for guidance. Third pointer, guidance for muttaqin. And the 4th, attributes of muttaqin. We will learn slowly and gradually. In each class, we will learn only 1 pointer and we will memorize them. Benefits of pointers is that pointers gives you the context in which the new words are being used. They work as anchors for you to memorize the meanings and recall them. They help you visualize the subject of the page. Very useful in memorizing the Quran. So these are the benefits of the pointers. What is the phrases and their benefits? Dr. Abdurrahim Abdulaziz says, I often ask in my workshops, what is the meaning of in? He says, very few people reply. But when I ask, what is the meaning of inshallah? And many people give answer. It means they were knowing the meaning of in, but not as separate, but inshallah, in the shape of inshallah. So this is a phrase. It means that they knew the answer, but in a phrase and not a long word. That is the way to learn the vocabulary. Memorize phrases and not the words. Instead of memorizing the meaning of in, mean if, and sha, mean will, separately. Memorize the meanings of inshallah. Instead of memorizing the meaning of Samad, let's memorizing the meaning of Allahu Samad. Instead of memorizing the meaning of Yuqimuna, let's memorize the meanings of Yuqimuna Salah. So these are the phrases. When you memorize phrases, it's easy to memorize, easy to recall, easy to remember. So phrases provide anchors for our brain to remember the meanings of new words. Help you remember the message. Make more sense than just words. Memorizing phrases and their meaning is much more effective, powerful, appealing, and useful than memorizing just words and the meanings. When you study any phrase, use this rule, R5S10 law. Let's see what it is. R mean relax. Relax mean just take deep breath and concentrate. 5S means use five senses. Mean hear it, see it, smell it, taste it, touch it, feel it. Imagine the actions of the words and imagine further. No. So they will help you to learn. And what does mean 10? 10 mean spend 10 seconds at least. Whatever you're reading or to want to learn or memorize, repeat it for 10 seconds. And loud means say it loudly. So at least you should listen your own voice. And moreover, pointer phrases will make it easy to learn the new words. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Some of the lesson which we learn in QC1 from this surah. Safety first, start with Bismillah, think positive about Allah, be merciful and humble to others, keep the end in mind, and worships Allah alone. Let's start the first page now. The first page, normally in Musaf, Suratul Fatih is on the one page and the Suratul Baqarah start on the second page. But in our study, we will keep the Suratul Fatah and the Suratul Baqarah at the same page, having 4 parts, and each part showing a different color. We will say it's just like the first pointer, praise for Allah. The second is dua for guidance. And third is guidance for muttaqin. And fourth is attributes of muttaqin. Then we will keep these 5 pointers on our hands. The right hand thumb, we will have the first page. So what is the first page pointers? Can you revise it? Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Yes, sister. What are the 4 pointers for the first page?
Praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqin, attributes of muttaqins.
Yes, praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqin, attributes of muttaqin. These we can have the brief pointers also. Yes, what are the brief pointers? Can you read?
Okay. Praise, dua, guidance, attributes.
Praise, dua, guidance, and attributes. Today we are going to study the first pointer, that is praise for Allah. Al-Fatah, the start of the Al-Bukra, is taken as page 1 in order to have 20 pages for the first juz. So, Ta'awuz and the parts of the Fatah, you have already studied these parts word by word in the course Understand Al-Quran and Salah. We will take off 12 excellent habits that will lead us to success in inshallah. Word by word study will start from the Al-Baqarah after 2 lessons. So we will start here. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ, I seek. Billahi, refuge in Allah. Min, from. Ash-shaitan, shaitan, ar-rajim, false God. Recite the ta'awuz before reciting the Quran so that shaitan does not whisper you during the tilawah, stop you from wandering the verses, stop you from getting the guidance. That is important. For starting journal things, we recite Bismillah so that we get the barakah from the Allah in that it. When we start reciting the Quran, we say A'udhu Billah. Why? Because Quran is full of barakah and shaitan will try his best to stop us from it. So we need protections. So we say Ta'awuz. A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. The moment we say these words, we come under an protection of umbrella. And the shaitan, when hit, he cannot succeed till we are under that umbrella. So implement this zikr in day-to-day life. So the habit number one which we learned from this was safety first. Recite it whenever shaitan whispers you. Realize that you are under the continuous attacks from shaitan and you need to seek protection. I'll always say, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim." Then we started the Surah Al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdu. We know it's an ism because Alif Lam is there. Lillahi. Lillahi had two parts. Li and Allah. Li is a harf jar. Allah is the ism jalal. Rabbi. Rab is a ism. Al-Alameen. Alif Lam telling it's an ism and it's a masculine plural because Yanun is at time. So what is the meaning of Rabbil Alameen? The Lord of the worlds. Use the phrase to memorize the meaning. Instead of Alameen, words, say Rabbil Alameen. Instead of memorizing in and Shah, say Inshallah. Instead of memorizing Samad, self-sufficient, say Allah Samad. Pointers and phrases will make it easy to learn the new words. Let's take a break and then study the grammar and learning tips. Yes, if you people have any questions, you can ask the questions. Okay, if you don't have the question, let's to go for the grammar part. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to page 1.8. Each page we know is divided in 4 parts. Just like a page 1 is divided in 4, A1, AB, AC, AD. So today we are starting the page 1A part grammar. So we will study every line of the Quran have almost approximately 9 words. And these words, they are only 3 types. Either they are ism, just like in each line they may be 9, also out of 9, 3. They may be fail, out of 9 they may be also 3. And the harf, it may be 2. So what's about the 9th one? 3, 3, 2, they are 8. The 9th word in each page may be either ism, fail, or harf. It means if the 9th one is ism, the ism will become in that page 4. If that is fail, the fail will become 4. If it's harf, the harf will become the 3. So the total average is 9 words. In some pages, or maybe in some line, maybe they differ, but on average, they remain the 9. So what is the proof? Look this page. All these blue colors, they are asma. If you see in the first line, you find 4, in second 2, so on average 3, again 2, in next 4, again on average 3. In here you find 4, and the next you find 3. So 4 possible because 1 extra has come in this way. The next 2 and 3. Same is the case with fail. The fail, they are pink color. And remember, the blue line, they are indicating those asma which has derived from the fail directly. So that is also counted as the fail. And they are also on the same pattern, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 4. So there was one, you if the, can do that again, 3, 2. On average, that is. What about the half? Look, this all yellow color, they are half. You can see in each line 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. On average, they are 2 in each line. At some time, they may become in each one, some line as a 3. So this is the complete page. You can see all the blue, they are the ism. All the red or pink, they are the afal. And all the yellow, they are the harf. So they cover that in each line. If there are on average 9 words, out of them 3 may be ism, 3 may be fail, 2 may be the harf. And the 9th one may be in some line ism, some line as a fail, or some line as a harfi. Remember, haruf, just like la, ma, they do not change. Haruf do not change. What about the ism? Look, ism, kalb, plural is kulub. So when the ism will come, we will learn their plural. The main challenge is the verbs. And the verbs, they come in 3 forms. It may be either madi, mudare, or amr. And moreover, each verb comes in different 14 forms. So we have to concentrate the verbs. Just like this table you did in QC1. Fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'alna, we did. This is the Madi table. On the same pattern, you have the Mudari table. Just like Yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'aluna, they do. Taf'alu, you do. Af'alu, I do. Taf'aluna, you all do. Naf'alu, we do. And the same way we did the Fele Amal. If'al, do. If'alu, do you all. La taf'al, don't do. La taf'alu, don't do. All. So this was all about the Madi, Mudari, Amar, Afal. What about the Asma? We say fa'il, doer, maful, that is expected, fail to do. So we say they are Asma. And we know they are not the simple Asma. They have their own table. Fa'il has its own table. Fa'ilun with the matan, fa'ilan with fatatan, fa'ilan with kasratan. In the same way, the feminine, fa'ilatun, fa'ilatan, fa'ilatin. Moreover, they can be plural. Fa'iluna, fa'ilina, fa'ilatun, fa'ilatin. And they may be the proper noun by adding alif, lam. Al-fa'ilu, al-fa'ila, al-fa'il. Same with the maf'ul and the fa'il. So they all have the tables. These are the tables which are concerned with the verbs and the asma. So if somebody kindly revise this table, so we may then proceed ahead. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Yes, Sister Khadija.
Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'alna, we did. For the mudari, you. Taf'alu, you do. Af'alu, I do. Taf'aluna, you all do. Naf'alu, we do. For the amr, if'al, do. If'alu, do you all. La taf'al, don't do. La taf'alu, don't do you all. Fa'il, dua. Maf'ul, the one who is affected. Feel, to do, act of doing.
Okay. So this was the Madi, Mudare, Amr, and Fa'il Maf'ul Fi'l. There are different types of fi'l, actually. One type we studied in QC1. We say Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Sami, and we say they are the sound verb. They are the three-letter sound verb. They all are composed of three letters. There is another type of verbs which are called the weak verbs. Before we start the weak verbs, let's to have the concept of weak letters. Out of 28 or 29, some say they are 28 letters, some say 29 are big. Those who say 28, they take the Hamza as a alif. And those who count them 29, they take the Hamza separate than alif. They say 29. Anyhow, either it's 28 or 29. Out of these three letters, they are weak. They are called the weak letters. What are they? Waw, Ya, and Alif. Why they are weak? Because as there is a person is when weak, he is sick, he become diseased. He says, oh, oh, eh. So these are the same sound. Wah, eh, oh. So they are called the weak letters. This sounds like the weak person. When any of these weak letters appears in some verb, that verb becomes weak. Just like, look, Wahaba. Do you find any weak letter in it? Wahaba. Is there any weak letter? Of course, Waw is the weak letter. We just studied Waw, Ya, Alif. So Wahaba is a weak word. What about Kala? Do you see any weak letter in it? Of course, Alif.
No.
Alif is. So it's a weak.
Oh,
What
Alif.
is Hada? Do you see any weak letter in it?
Yeah.
Yes, that is Ya. So it means we have got two type of verbs. One are called the sound verbs. Sound verb means they don't have the weak letter. Look, fataha, fataha, they all are sound. There is no vowel, no ya, no alif. Nasara, again there is no vowel, no ya, no alif. Daraba, you can see there is no vowel, ya, alif. Samiyanu. So they all those letters which are sound letter. So we say sound verb. Look the second pattern. Wahaba is a weak because waw is a weak letter here. Wa'ada, again, it's a weak because waw is there. Qala is a weak because alif is there. Hada, it is weak because ya is there. So this category of weak verbs is those verbs which have weak letter in it. What is the importance of both? The sound verbs, they appear in Musaf in Al-Quran 9,000 times. And the weak letters is also almost come about 9,000 times. What does it mean? You know, the Musaf average 600 pages Musaf. Each page if have 9 lines. So it's almost, and in each Musaf if there are the 15 lines and each lines have the 9 letters or the words, then there are 9,000 lines in the Musaf. And every line have at least one sound word and one weak word on average. Maybe it's in some line missing and in some line having more than one. But on average, in each line of the masr, we find one sound. Let's proceed. One more type of verbs. They are called mazid fi. They have more than 3 letters in the first one. Just like ikhtalafa, you can see there are 5 letters. Istaghfara, it has 6 letters. So the mazid fi we will learn inshallah in QC3. We are now concerned at the moment the weak words, the 3-letter weak words, which appears in each line of the Musaf at least once. Now, look, the weak letter may come in the start of a word, just like Wahaba. Which one is the weak letter in Wahaba?
Wow.
Where it is, in the beginning, in the middle, or at the end?
Is at the beginning.
Beginning, at the start. Look, the Wa'ada. Do you find any weak letter in it?
Yes, wow.
Where
At the
it is?
beginning.
In the beginning, in the middle, or the end?
At the beginning.
Beginning means the start. Let to have another example. They may appear in the middle, just like Qala. Do you find any weak letter in it?
Naam, Alif and
Where
Ko.
it is? In the start, in the beginning, or at the end?
At the middle.
Middle. Zada. Do you see any weak letter in it?
Naam, Alif
Where
is
it
a
is?
weak letter. Is at the middle.
Oh, what about this? Da. Have it any weak letter?
Naam, Alif
And where
at
it
the
is?
end.
At the end.
At the end.
Hada.
Naam.
Do you find any weak letter?
Naam, Yaun at the end.
Yes. So you see, these are the patterns of weak verbs. The weak letter may come in the beginning or the start. It may come in the middle. It may come at the end. Whether it come in the start, middle, the verb becomes weak. Either if the waw come or the alif or ya, the verb is weak. So the weak verb having the weak letter at the beginning, wahaba, it means he gave. Wahaba, he gave. Wa'ada, he promised. Wahaba, he gave. Wa'ada, he promised. Qala, he said. Qala, he said. Zada, he increased. Zada, he increased. Da, he prayed. Hada, he guided. Kindly revise them with the translation.
Wahaba, he gave. Wa'ada, he promised. Qala, he said. Zada, he increased. Da'a, he prayed. Hada, he guided.
So we have got the weak verb with weak letter, may be coming at the start, may be coming the weak letter in the mid, may become at the end. And the example are Wahaba, he gave. Wa'ada, he promised. Qala, he said. Zada, he increased. Da, he prayed. Hada, he guided. We studied the 4 styles of the verbs in QC1. We said, oh, if you open the Quran, mean Fataha, then what will happen? Allah will help you, Nasara. Otherwise, what will happen? You will be hit. If you don't open the Quran, you will be hit. Therefore, listen, Samia. So this is the rhyme or the poem or the 4 sentences which help us to memorize these 4 sound verb. If you open the Quran, Fatah. Allah will help you, Nasara. Otherwise, you will be hit, Daraba. Therefore, listen, Samia. So, Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia, they are the sound verb. They are the door. The sound verb passes through them. When a verb passes through the Fataha, it becomes Fataha Yafta. When the verb goes through the Nasara door, it becomes Nasara Yansuru pattern. If he enters the door of Daraba, the it verb will become like Daraba Yadribu. If it passes through the door of Samia, it becomes Samia Yasmu. So these are the patterns. These are 4 different patterns. Look in the first pattern, Fataha Yaftahu. The mid letter Ta has Fatah in both Mazi and Mudare. Look, the Nasara Yansru. The middle letter Swad has Fatah in Mazi, but in Mudare it have Dhamma. So it's different from the Fataha pattern. Look, the Daraba Yadribu, the mid letter is Ra. In Madi it has Fatah, but in Mudari it has Kasra. So it differs from both Fataha and Nasara pattern. Look, the Samiya Yasmu. The mid letter in the Madi have the Kasra. In Mudari it has Fatah. So it differs all the Fataha, Nasara, and Daraba pattern. So these are the 4 patterns. We recognize these patterns by Fataha Yaftahu, Nasara Yansuru, Daraba Yadribu, Samiya Yasmu. Wahaba Wa'ada. Let's remember the 3 sentences to memorize them with meaning. If I say the first sentence is, Allah will give its promise. Allah will give its promise. The word from give, we get the word wahaba, mean he gave. From the word promise, we get wa'ada, he promised. So first sentence is Allah will give its promise. Allah will give its promise. Allah will give its promise. From the word will, wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, wa'ada, he promised. The second sentence is, in fact, he said he will give more. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, we have a verb, qala, he said. From give more, we have a verb, zada, he increased, he gave more. So the second sentence is, in fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, qala, he said, give more, zada, he increased or he gave more. There is third sentence, therefore, pray to him for guidance. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, da, he prayed. From the word guidance, hada, he guided. So these 3 sentences, they help us to memorize the verbs and their meaning. Just like Allah will give its promise. From the word give, we say wahaba, he gave. So give and give have the similarity. It's promise. The promise word, we have wa'ada, he promised. So promise and promise, they have the similarity. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, we say qala, he said. Give more, zada, he increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, da, he prayed. From the word guidance, ada, he guided. Now it's your turn. Please, you people revise it. The 3 sentences and the words with translation. Yes.
Allah will give, it's a promise. Wahaba, he gave. Wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. Qala, he said. Zada, he promised. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. Da'a, he prayed. Hada, he guided.
Okay. When we say these words, we join them these words. Allah will give is promised. From the word give, wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, wa'ada, he promised. So we joined the give and promise with these words and their translation. In fact, he said he will give more. We will pick the word said. We will say from the said, word said, qala, he said. From the word give more, zada, he increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. We will pick the word pray. We will say from the word pray, da, he prayed. From the word guidance, hada, he guided. Thus, we join these words with this meaning of these words, and our brain, they embed that linkage because it's easy to remember the sentences rather than the meaning or the verb. When the sentence is memorized easily, we pick the part of the sentence and join them with to remember or recall the verbs and the meaning. Allah will give his promise from the word give, wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, wahaba, he promised. So we develop a link in our brain. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, qala, he said. Give more, zada, he increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, da, he prayed. From the word guidance, da, he guided. Thus, this sentence, these words, they link these verbs and their translation in our brain. Instead of memorizing wahaba, he gave, wada, he promised, we will forget. But the sentence is easy to recall. Allah will give its promise. It's very easy to recall. In this sentence, we have two words, give and promise. Now, these words will help. They will make an anchor with these words. From gave, wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. So this is the sentence, which is easy to recall. What are the keyword? Keyword is add and give more. So we say from the word said, qala, he said, give more, zada, he prayed. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. We have two keywords, pray and guidance. From the word pray, we say da, he prayed. From the word guidance, we say da, he guided. So this is the way to repeat them. When you repeat for a few days, you will automatically remember them. So let's revise last time. Allah will give its promise. From the word give, wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, qala, he said. From the word give more, zada, increase. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, da, he gave. From the word guidance, hada, he guided. Don't worry, we will repeat this again and again and again till you will memorize them easily. Today, first day, so you may be feeling some difficulty. Let's go the extra points. Letters of the conjugations, harufi atf, they are only 10. In Musaf, in whole Musaf, only 10 words has been used for to conjugate. They are called harufi atf. One out of them is wa. You have learned this word wa. What is the meaning of wa? We learned in QC1.
And
Okay. The next is fa. You have already learned this word. What was the meaning of fa?
thus also.
So or thus. Okay. The third one is summa. It's a new word. Let me tell you the meaning. It is meaning also so or thus. What is the meaning of fa? Same is the summa. So it's easy. The next is oh. Oh mean or. Mean either this or that. So this means or. The fifth one is hatta. Hatta means until. Until. So the sixth one is mean also or. The next is la. La you have learned in QC1. No or not. Lakin. Lakin mean but. Bal. Bal mean rather. Lam. Lam mean for. You have learned this also. Harfejar just like la, for. So out of these, this and of course this 1, 2, and 3, 4. Out of 10, Already 4 you know. Only 6 are new. Out of these 6, again, summa has the fa meaning. It's easy. And 2 of them, they are at the R meaning. O and am. You can link them, O and R. And the until and lakin and bal, they are the 3, 4 new words. So you can easily write these letters on some paper or some notebook and see them for a few days. You will memorize because almost half you know already. Let's to have the question answer of this lesson. Each lesson in course 2 is divided into Quran and vocabulary part, Salah and grammar part, Quran and the grammar part, Quran and the spoken Arabic part, A, B, C, D. Which one is correct?
B.
Yes.
Salah and grammar.
Quran and the vocabulary part is wrong. You are right. Quran and grammar part, C is the correct answer. Main challenges for understanding the Quran are vocabulary, words, meanings, recitation, grammar, listening, ABCD.
Vocabulary, words, and meanings.
And grammar, of course. 2 things are. So pointers are that they give context, help in recalling topics, work as anchors, help in grammar, ABCD. Which one is correct?
Give context.
Give context, help in recalling topics, work as an anchors. Benefits of phrases are that they provide anchors to remember, more appealing, make more sense than words, help in grammar, ABCD.
ABCD.
Yes, ABC provide anchors to remember, more appealing, make more sense than the words. Examples of phrases are As-Samad, Inshallah, Allahu Samad, Istaghfir, ABCD.
ABCD. BCD.
A is a single word, it can't be a phrase. So the only
Yes,
are correct because they are phrases, they have more than one word. Inshallah and Allahu Samad. Vocabulary can easily learn through TPI, pointer, spoken Arabic phrases, ABCD.
TPI.
No, we said pointers and phrases, vocabulary. That is grammar with the TPI and the spoken Arabic. Grammar can be easily learned through TPI, pointer, spoken Arabic, and the phrases ABCD.
TPI.
TPI and spoken Arabic mean the sentences or the dialogue. Spoken Arabic is included in this course for practicing different forms of verb, make grammar lessons interesting, helps in interacting between teacher and students, helps in learning the recitation, ABCD.
ABC.
Spoken Arabic is included in course for practicing different forms of verb, make grammar lesson interesting, helps in interaction between the teachers and the students. In the formula R5S10 law, the term R represent, remember, repeat, relax, refresh, ABCD.
Relax.
You are right.
See.
You can develop this habit from the ta'awuz. Thank Allah, seek protection, follow good models, study the universe, ABCD.
Seek protection.
Yes, seek protection. Did you write the full table of the verb that you studied in the lesson? Yes, no need, no, next time, inshallah. You can say next time, inshallah, because we have not done the table. How many words in every line of the Quran? 14 words approximately, 9 words approximately, 5 words approximately, 12 words approximately, ABCD.
9 words.
Good.
Approximately.
How many nouns in every line of the Musaf on the average? 8 times, 6 times, 4 times, 10 times.
10 times.
3 to 4 times, because 3 to 4 times. How many verbs in every line of the Quran on the average 3 times, 7 times, 9 times, once ABCD? On
9
average,
times.
3 times.
2
How many
times, sir.
particles mean the haruf in every line of the Quran on the average? 2 to 3 times, 6 times, 9 times, 8 times, ABCD. Particles are 2 to 3. Okay. Sound verbs are Fataha, Nasara, Wa'ada, Qala, ABCD. Which one are the sound verbs out of them?
Fata, Nasara.
Yes, Fataha and Nasara. Which are the weak verbs out of them? Wahaba, Daraba, Kana, Samia.
Wahaba, Kana.
Wahaba and Kana. Good. What is the mazid fi? Trilateral verbs, words, particles, words with extra letters. A, B, C, D. Mazid
D,
are
verbs with
verbs with extra letters. Words with extra letters. Examples of mazid fees are alima, ikhtalafa, istaghfara, rafa'a, ABCD.
B and C.
B and C, ikhtalafa and istaghfara. Examples of verbs with the repeated letters are dalla, radda, vadda, sajada, ABCD. Repeated.
A, B,
Of
B,
course, A, B, and C, all the three have the repeated word. Dalla, it had lam, lam. Radda, it had dal, dal. Vadda, it again have dal, dal, repeated word. So all the three A, B, C, D. So 7 homeworks you know from the QC1, 2 of Tilawa. You have to take the mushaf every day if you can touch that and open it from any place. And now you are in QC2. Always now increase the time and study it for 10 minutes. Close it and recall from your memory and whatever you have memorized or you have already memorized earlier, recall it and recite it for 10 minutes. And the next two work you know from your QC1 even, study the workbook. The workbook which we have given you in the soft copy. If you have got the printed, good and well. If you have not got the printed, just open the soft copy wherever you have placed, either in your computer, laptop, or in your mobile, and study for 10 minutes. And the fourth one is use of this vocabulary pocket book study. We have given you in QC1 that take its print. It is foldable, can be kept in the ladies' hand purse or maybe placed in the pockets of the males. And take this out 5 times in a day. Maybe before each prayer or after the prayer for 2 to 3 minutes just. Within few weeks, it will be memorized. The moment then you will take it out, you will be on the first page, your brain will take you to second, to the third. It will increase your memory, sharpen the memory. If you can't do it yourself, do it with the children. So children will get the good, better memory and sharpen memory. The fifth one is listen to recordings of the course of the QC. Remember, the QC1 course is very important. It contains more than 50% verse of the Quran. Dr. Abdulaziz Abdurrahim has recorded the 20 lesson, 3 minutes each recording. And this is very important. You can listen it and enjoy. Talk with the course study partner with whom you have made and recite different surah in the Salah. Alhamdulillah, now we will start the Surah Al-Baqarah from the 3rd lesson. And this is the best time. In each lesson, we will study 2 or 3, not more than 2 or 3 verses. In a week, you will have only 2 lessons, mean not more than 5 or 6 verses. And it's easy to memorize in a week, 5 to 6 verses. And at the end of the course, you will be the hafza or hafiz of 36 ayah at least. These ayah you can repeat in your salahs, different rakah, and thus your memory will be sharpened. You will get more easily. You will not forget them. So this is the best way. Start memorizing the Quran. Start memorizing the Surah Al-Baqarah. Start with your each lessons, at least whatever the verses come, memorize them. So with this, we have come to the end of the lesson. Let's pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah. Innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. If you people have any question, your questions are welcome. Okay, if there is no questions, let's recite the supplications once again. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. See you tomorrow inshallah, same time.